just checking some technical things here. 1 second. Good. We would like to ask you later on to switch off also your cam, so just to make sure that the capacity of the network is capable to provide the quality transmission of this conference. So for the moment, I guess it's fine when you have your cameras on, but then later on, please switch them off. Yes, I would like to welcome all of you for this first time, 1 second, I have, and here's some tech, for this first time IT trade mission, virtual trade mission to Germany. And this is in collaboration with the East Ausschuss. And of course, we have as partners and sponsors, Telecom Macedonia and Pro Credit Bank. It's a special honor for me to welcome also the Minister of Information, Society and Administration in North Macedonia, Mr. Jeton Shakiri, and of course, Mrs. Anja Quiring, representing the Ostausschuss, the Regional Director, SEE of German Eastern Business Association, and Mrs. Anita Nikova, Executive Director of MASET, our partner for the event. Yes, this is a joint venture, I would say, with MASET, our IT partner in North Macedonia, which made it also possible to recruit the IT companies from North Macedonia. And we have Mrs. Emilia Spirovska, member of managing board by Pro Credit Bank, our sponsor, welcome you. And Mr. Goce Mitecki, Chief Commercial Officer, B2B by Makedonski Telecom. So I would like you to enjoy this event. And of course, the idea is to provide new opportunities for German companies in the near future for outsourcing IT. And this is something which is new for us because most of these events are more or less projects provided by the German Ministry for Economics and Energy. And this is the first time that we try to do such project on our own, so based on our own initiative, and see what will be the outcome. I know that this is a challenging project because we have to convince German companies to be curious in this project and curious and open-minded to see what outsourcing opportunities they might have in future with it, with new partners from North Macedonia. So the German Eastern Business Association is a partner of our event, and they are providing a significant contribution as a group which is representing the German business in Germany, which is dealing with Eastern Europe and Southeastern Europe. And therefore, we are glad to have Anja Quiring representing the Ostausschuss here with us. And we hope that this is the first step also for us in bringing German companies together with Macedonian companies. And of course, thank you to all these participating companies from North Macedonia. We have 9 altogether. And so they are, of course, curious to see what opportunities, business opportunities they might have in Germany. And I guess we have a balanced number, also 9 German companies, which confirmed their participation for today. And let me just see. Yes, we have from German companies also with the stake here in Macedonia. And we have companies like Marquardt here, then from the German side, Werkzeugbau Rula, the Jolly House, Anders Consulting, Deutsche Telekom in Germany. And so we will see how we can arrange the business meetings later on. So first we will have the introduction, and then later on we have the B2B meetings. It's an honor now, pleasure for me to welcome the Minister Shakiri, and I would like to hand over to him so that he provides us a welcome speech, and maybe he can provide us also basic information about the IT industry market in North Macedonia, so that we see how far advanced we are in North Macedonia. Thank you, Mr. Shakiri, and yeah, the floor is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, dear representative from the business sector from both Germany and North Macedonia, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me to take a part in this important event. I see the German-Macedonian IT B2B Partnership is a natural step to the continuous support of Federal Republic of Germany to the EU accession process of North Macedonia. This conference run by the private sector with mostly private sector participants speaking private sector language on private sector topic. And here I am representing the other side, the public sector. So what I am doing here? I am here to bridge a gap. I am here to ask whether we can work together and what capacity. I believe we can, but we will both have to evolve beyond our immediate areas of comfort. In the past of several years, the government of North Macedonia has taken serious steps toward digitalization by establishing the foundation, both legal and technical. In the first step towards stable digitalization is creating a predictable, stable legal environment for digitalization. And as policymakers, we are aware that this can only be created with constant dialogue with the business sector. Our law on electronic documents, electronic identification and trust servers is fully harmonized with EDS regulation of the EU, allowing for using single electronic identity. The law on electronic services is the basis of the G2G, G2B, G2 communication in the country, and is foundation of which the interoperability platform and national population registers, the register of administrative service and national portal for e-services and all future government-owned information system. On technical level, we are implementing changes to the existing landscape by establishing infrastructure and development of service. In this, we are partnering with ICT sector and utilize their knowledge in order to stay relevant and keep up the constant development in the world of technology. We adopt the National Operational Broadband Plan for access to faster and better internet services in the line of EU standards. Based on these criteria as well, investment of the operators in the next year, national broadband targets for the Republic of North Macedonia estimate that by the end of 2023, at the last one city will be converted with 5G signal, whereas by the end of 2025. By the end of 2027, all cities in the territory of North Macedonia will be converted by uninterrupted 5G signal, and by the end of 2029, our citizens will access 5G internet with main speed of the last 100 Mbps. Here I must emphasize that ICT sector is the fastest growing sector of North Macedonia economy. IT talent in North Macedonia is diverse by affordable, and their skills are relevant on global level. Additionally, more than 100 30 Macedonian students graduated in the computer science, software development, foreign language and maths, will under 180 graduates in economy and business administration every year. We are not stopping here. We currently have several digital projects in the pipeline. One of them is enhancing e-government project with in less than 3 years should the results with publishing more than 135 services in national e-service portal. We cooperate with USAID on enhancing cybersecurity of critical infrastructure project. We are preparing laws and amendments which will allow for future establishing of the new agency of digitalization and register, which should streamline the horizontal digitalization in the public institution. The national long-term ICT strategy 2021-2025 is the government procedure, and we hope to have adopted by the end of the month. The strategy focuses in the identify priority areas in the ICT sector and the aims to prepare for agile digital future. This is important for the meeting the challenge of society growing connectivity needs, boosting competitiveness and making the daily life of citizens and business smarter. To conclude, we as government need to learn to be a bit more agile and a little more open to change. So doing, I cannot enhance this too strongly, and the importance of regulatory clarity and consistency in order to encourage innovation. And the business, the innovation have to learn about safety, security, resilience, stability, and the policy objectives. This might constrain your products and might require long development times, but for good reason. This event is an opportunity for the public and the private sector to get to know each other better and explore more efficient and effective ways to collaborate, not just domestically, but also across border. May this be the start of the starting and fruitful relationship. Thank you very much. Have a nice day today.
Thank you, Mr. Shakiri. We appreciate very much your welcome speech and the introduction of the IT sector. And so this is the start, and we want to see what our German counterpart, the Ostausschuss, Mrs. Anja Quiring, how she would like to represent the business, the industry, the companies of the Ostausschuss, and maybe giving us an idea what potential opportunities we have in future to cooperate Macedonian IT business with German industry. Anja, the floor is yours.
Patrick, thanks a lot. And thanks a lot for organizing this event. This goes to Maced as well, so Ms. Nikova and Patrick and Marina Stankov. So there were a lot of efforts put in this in the preparation, and we are really happy to be partner of this event. Just as the minister already mentioned, just to expand the knowledge. Yes, Patrick, you're on mute.
As long as the minister is still in, I would love to have everyone with the camera on to have a picture. If it's sorry, then you can be full on, but the minister should be on. I was just receiving this email, so switch your cameras on so that we have a group picture of everyone, please.
Okay, so while you're taking the picture, I just
yes, of course, you continue, Anja. Sorry, yeah,
I will continue just to be short, and because the main part should be the presentations of our companies, as well as the introduction of the ICT sector by Anita. I think this is something very important to our German participants here, and this is the point I would like to underline. I think we have a lot of things already developed in North Macedonia, and we have to share this knowledge and also the knowledge about the companies and the ability of the companies with our German partners, just not to be too late as a German company to cooperate with those companies in the Western Balkans. And I'm really thankful to the minister for mentioning that he is the one bridging actually the gap between the businesses and the public sector, because finally it's the government and it's the setting the framework and the legal framework for the businesses and for digitalization, which is so important, especially to the economic development here in Germany, as well as in the countries of the Western Balkans and of course North Macedonia. And you mentioned already that there's something that's which is most important. It's the infrastructure, which is the basis in the basic needs for the businesses to expand. This is something very important, and I think finally, most probably the colleagues from Macedonski Telecom will also somehow take their reference to that one. I would like just to underline that from our perspective, first of all, we are really happy to have this event, just to have a platform to share the knowledge about companies and the things companies do and the opportunities for IT outsourcing. And secondly, also to use this as an example of what is already happening in the region. And I would really would also like to take a reference to the first digital summit and the summit series we have, and the first within the region, and the first summit was organized by the government of North Macedonia in 2018. Since that time, we have a very important platform for a dialogue in the region, which is highly supported also by us and the German government, as well as the German businesses. And we are in preparation already for the next digital summit, which should be held in the second half of this year in Montenegro. And I think this is also a very important platform to discuss what kind of needs do we have in terms of infrastructure, but also in terms of digital skills and how to develop the sector and to improve this sector to have a solid base also for the economic development of the industries and so on. And last point I would like to make is that so everybody is talking about the COVID pandemic, and which is, of course, influencing everything and the economic development for sure. We have done a study of the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on the topic of digital transformation for the region, which we have published in December last year. And this is something where we also see not just the challenges of the pandemic, but also the positive effects which we can consider. And we see what kind of sectors should have or can have an even stronger boost. So if we take a look on e-commerce, where we still need better regulations just to improve this sector and to enhance actually this sector. And so we need the discussion and the dialogue on regulations. That's why we are really happy to have the minister here on board. But of course, we need a platform to bring together business to business, and that's why thanks a lot again to Maced and the delegation of the German businesses in North Macedonia for really taking all these efforts. And so I would like to hand over back to you, Patrick, to Skopje.
And yes, thanks a lot. Yes, I think you have explained it very well. And yes, the digital summit, of course, is something special, but I would rather say also it's the macro level and the big politics and so on. And here we are down to earth, grassroots style, we try to do the first kind of matchmaking. And so we knew that this is very challenging, and we were, I have to say, very scared also about maybe that we would fail, because we didn't know what we would expect. And we realized, as you know, that it's very tough and challenging. And so we have, of course, as the quality standard provider, MASIT on board, from our side, to have a guarantee that Macedonian companies are well known, established here in the local market. Some of them already do export their services. We have companies here in North Macedonia which are already providing services to the banking and finance industry, also in Germany. But I guess these companies now today participating are not yet in Germany on that scale. And I would like now to hand over to Mrs. Anita Nikova, the Executive Director of MASIT, who could give us a brief idea about the MASIT Association, the IT Chamber, and the members you represent, and maybe about the participants of today. So, Anita, the floor is yours. Thank you. Thank you, Anita.
Thank you, everybody, for today's attendance. Thank you very much for dividing your precious time to be with us today. Actually, this is, as Patrick said several times, a joint venture of an action that together with AHK, we have developed throughout the period in the past several months, and which was very nicely supported and understood on behalf of our partners, the ProCredit Bank and Telecom Macedonia. When AHK approached us on 9th of February, actually the first dialogue started, we right away said that we are up for the event and we will be very happy to support such an act. And we were very happy to find Anya, who was very pleasant and welcoming and very supportive throughout the process. And the main part that I want to say at the moment, before sharing my presentation, is that we see this event just as a beginning, as a first step of a collaboration that we would like to last for a longer period of time. It is something that we are going to just set as a primer step, as a level 1 of communication and introduction between each other. But we really hope that this event and the second phase of it will happen in a live version somewhere maybe in autumn or next spring. I would like also to thank very much a lot to the minister, who is always very supportive to such activities of the chambers. Doing internationalization of our companies is a must, so that our companies can survive, grow, expand, and bring prosperity to the domestic economy. Thank you very much, Biljana and Marina. Biljana from MASIT and Marina from AHK, also Marian from AHK, who were all the time 24/7 working on the event that is happening today. So now I'm sharing the screen. I would like to start with a brief saying that we are constantly rising as a Chamber of Commerce. We are having just this past month 10 more companies coming on board. We are a Chamber of Commerce governed by the law of the Chambers of Commerce in Macedonia, and we are a unique organization that is dealing only with one sector and is organized in a format of a chamber. We are managed by the management board, and we have a president of the management board. We have also executive office, where Biljana and myself are working together with 3 other colleagues, which are professionally employed in the chamber. Very briefly about our goals, you will see them here. I'm not going to read them. I'm just going to point out that we have 2 major activities that are core for our organization. First is a public-private dialogue, or the advocacy and lobbying activities that we are having in front of our government and in the name of our companies. We lobby their interests, we lobby their needs, and we constantly try to bridge closer the importance of the ICT industry in front of our government. Our second major activity on which we are very much focused are the export activities, and this event of today's is one very important act with which we would like to point out the importance of export and promotion of our companies abroad, but also bringing closer foreign companies toward our companies in Macedonia. Very briefly, okay, so here I'm not making a full screen mode as I see, sorry. Okay, but let me just move a little bit this here, the Zoom icon. I'm sorry for this. So with these numbers, although to the German partners, they might not look very fabulous and very large, we would like to point out actually the growth we are having throughout the two past years. So between 2019 and 2020, we have a growth of almost 200 companies that have emerged on the Macedonian market. We have a growth of the number of employees for around 1,200 more people coming on board. And very importantly, we have 12% of growth in the total revenues in our industry that is coming close to 1 billion. I would not say a lot about the several other aspects that we have presented. You will have the presentation. Just one more or two more numbers are important. Are the average monthly gross salary. It's gross. I'm pointing that out, that we are having, and it's average. The number you are seeing for the ICT sector in Macedonia, it's also rising for 10%, and at the moment is around 1,650 euros. I must point out here that in Macedonia, the average ICT salary is 4 times bigger than the average general salary in the country. So definitely the ICT sector is very much important and is really bringing prosperity to the country. Last but not least is the extracted number of the exports we are having in the revenues, which is also growing and has grown in 20 million euros in the past year. All these numbers are from very trustworthy sources. So it is the Central Registry of North Macedonia, State Statistical Office, and National Bank of North Macedonia, where we are extracting year by year all these numbers. Again, numbers, but in comparison to the several years ago. So if you take the numbers I just presented, you will see that there is a very serious, I would say, amount of growth in all of the aspects. In 2016, we had only 1,300 companies. Now we have 2,300 companies. We had almost 11,000 employees. Now we have 16,000 employees, and the revenues were 750 million euros. Now we are almost 1 billion euro in total revenues. We will share the presentation, so you will be able to see the constant growth year by year by yourself. Macedonian ICT companies are mainly divided in several subsectors, and you will see that software and IT subsegment sector is the largest. However, very important for us is the telecommunications subsegment, and together with us today we have the major player in the market present through Makedonski Telecom. Very shortly, portfolio and value proposition. Of course, I'm not going to read it. What is very important for you to know is that we are not starting from scratch here. You're going to find in our companies a very reliable partners that are speaking great English, not only on the managerial level, but in all layers in their companies. You will find very pleasant and spontaneous people that have very similar culture to yours, I would say. And whenever you will be coming over to Macedonia, you will be feeling like at home. We are very happy to please people around here. We are very happy to host people around in our country, and we are very happy to feed people and put them into drinking challenges a lot. So about the technical languages and about the technologies in which we are working, we are up to date with all of the aspects that all up-to-date companies worldwide are working, and that is only supported and even proved by the reference lists of our companies that you're going to hear about later on, and the partners with which they are working already. Last but not least, the fact that we are working very, I would say, systematically is the fact that we are producing reports, and we are making all of our steps based on previous analysis and analytics. And we have such information in the three last reports. We have numerous, but the three last up-to-date reports are available and are open for all of you on our website, so you can download them at any time you want. I will stop here. I really look forward to the upcoming presenters, and thank you very much for everybody that is coming today for the event, and looking forward to meet you all in live very soon. Thank you very much. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you, Anita. And now, well, we got an overview about the capacity of the IT industry here in North Macedonia. And now I would like to hand over to Emilia Spirovska. She is she's a member of the managing board of ProCredit Bank. And Emilia, we are very happy to have you sponsoring the event together with Deutsche Telekom or Telecom Macedonia. And please let us know why you think this is an important event and what is the impact of the IT industry and ProCredit Bank. How would you see your role in matching German companies with Macedonian IT companies?
Thank you, Patrick. Greetings from ProCredit Bank Macedonia. I would just kindly ask Marina if she can share our presentation. Actually, Patrick, I will give in short answers to your questions. Why the bank? First of all, for every business, bank is a necessary element. And then especially if you're talking about the German-Macedonian cooperation, I think that the ProCredit is the important player, simply because we are the German bank and we are operating with SMEs in Macedonia. In short presentation, I will give you from first hand few words on our experience, first of all, as a German investor, that might be relevant for the German companies that are present today. Secondly, I will also explain what is our motive to join and support this event, and what is the relevance of our support. ProCredit North Macedonia is just a part of the bigger group, ProCredit Group, that is 100% owned by ProCredit Holding with headquarters in Frankfurt, Germany. We are present throughout 10 commercial development-oriented commercial banks in Southeastern and Eastern Europe, mainly in Balkans, Western Balkan, but also including bank in Ukraine, Moldova, and Georgia. In Macedonia, in North Macedonia, we are present from 2003 as a green investment. And since then, we are noting 2 digits growth rate every year. So today we are one of the leading bank in Macedonian market when it comes to the SME support in the country. From the beginning, what were the expectations of the shareholders? I can say they are met. What we found in Macedonia is a country with SME potential, with good progressive companies in the country. We also found a friendly government, relatively efficient and transparent public administration, As you heard from Minister, there is a progressive and promising digital environment in the country. And maybe most important when it comes to the staff, we do find very good people, young people, ambitious people speaking English with good education that we can work with. What is also to underline is another confirmation of what is our experience and what is potential in North Macedonia is that beside the banks, ProCredit Group also have its own IT company, Kipu, and based on the experience and potential that they saw on the market in North Macedonia, they decided to open a regional office here in Skopje. So beside Moscow and Kiev, third regional office is exactly here in Skopje, which, as I said, is another confirmation of the capacity and the quality of the IT experts that we can find here in the country. So really very positive experience from our side, and we see further potential to grow as a bank, to support the whole group from IT perspective with our Kipu company. So really from our own experience, very positive signals. What is the relevance for IT companies here in North Macedonia and why we are here? I think that the most important part we saw also from Neta's presentation is the potential and the growth and the progress that we see in IT sector. And us being economically oriented, economical development oriented bank, this is one of the top industries that we are aiming. We really see from day-to-day encounters and discussions with the local IT companies, we see very progressive owners, managers, high quality staff with potential for the export. So as a bank, of course, that you choose the most progressive sector, and IT sector in North Macedonia is exactly the one. Another dimension that is very important is that economical development should not go at any cost. And us in the ProCredit, we are really focused on economical development, but within very strict boundaries when it comes to our social and environmental footprint. And again, in IT sector, we find managers that are sharing the same view on the further economical development. And this is for us very important dimension. Of course, what we saw and what we will most probably even more hear from Telecom is a digital environment that is enabling us to really develop and to function as fully digital bank, from the legislation framework to the network and digital capacities of the country. We find really good spot to develop fully digital bank. Last but not least, maybe most important again, is that whatever we do, daily operations, recruitment of the staff, choosing of the customers with whom we would like to work, is a very present ethical component. So we used to say that we are a commercial bank with very strong moral compass. And again, there is another line of similarities with IT industries. We saw the salaries, we saw the development of the salaries in IT sector. Of course, that is mostly market driven, but what we hear from the IT sector in discussion with them is that they really pay strong attention to the development of the staff, fair payment, investment in their education. So beyond market-driven segments, this is also something that is very important for us to respect and to follow and to partner in the future. And last but not least, again, very operational, very tangible, what IT companies here in North Macedonia can get from us, and what might also be important for potential German business partners is, of course, the transfers, transactions. What we are offering are flat and very favorable European prices when it comes to the transfers, and then, of course, all set of the services that are important for a company. This also encounters a full digital approach from opening of the account, doing transfers, doing banking. It's fully digital. And again, for the employees of our IT companies, we are offering again full digital service. We know that IT experts are not willing to queue in the banks, so what we are offering is a digital platform for all of their needs. So all in all, we do see strong connections coming from Germany as a German investment, with aim to develop further economical development in Republic of North Macedonia, and their IT sector one of the most progressing and most promising sector in the country. We are very happy and thankful to AHK and MASIT to organize this event, and we hope that this will not be the last. It's a first. Maybe there are no too many participants, but based on first experience, we hope that this continue in the future and that we really see some concrete deals, started new cooperation out of this event. Thank you.
Thank you, Emilia. That was, I guess, a good presentation. Also, we got now the message that Moscow, Kiev, Skopje are playing in the same league. That is good to hear. That's a wise decision and a good investment, maybe by ProCredit Bank. So the other thing I got was that quality standards are, of course, incorporated. They are implemented. That price-wise, it's a competitive market. Of course, we are talking about outsourcing. So outsourcing means you have to be together with the reliable partners which are competitive in price and as good as you would get them on the local market. Better, but cheaper they have to be, otherwise it wouldn't be wise. And then we are talking now, and this might be a good opportunity to hand over to Gordze Mitevsky, because when we talk about technical facilities and standards, we have our second sponsor here, the Macedonian Telecom, daughter company of Deutsche Telekom. And I would like to invite now Mr. Mitevsky, Gordze, to give us a small overview about telecom activities here in North Macedonia and why you think this is worth joining this group and being a sponsor of this event.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Thank you, Patrick, for introduction. We're very glad to be. I hope everybody have no problem hearing me because I'm outside my office, but I guess everything's fine. Thank you for inviting us. We are very glad to be at this conference, and we think we can play a role, how to say, as building a bridge between big German successful companies and local IT opportunities, ICT opportunities in Macedonia. This is especially like this because Macedonski Telecom is another great example of German investment since 2001, so 20 years this year. And good proof that setting up true sustainable and growing business in accordance with leading German and world standards. Our DNA is technology driven, and it fits perfect with German engineering quality perception in the world, spiced up with local flavors. And we know, because I know the tradition of telecom even before I was employed in telecom, and this is more than 18 years ago. But somehow I knew that Macedonski Telecom was managed even in the history in the best way to have this technology position and connectivity even in the wider region. So I think Deutsche Telekom made a very good investment here, and we can, how to say, not besides proving this, we can play a role into the how to say, being good supporter and being how to say, encouragement to other German investment in Macedonia. So making this bridge, I will make a short introduction. We didn't do a fancy presentation because we understood it as a more social role of Macedonski Telecom, not promoting ourselves too much, but how to say, building a bridge for others. So we have positioned ourselves as the leading premium connectivity provider, data center, cloud hosting services. We are positioning ourselves as the highest security, how to say, premium security standards, setting up premium security standards at the market and in the region. And we are involving ourselves also in the digital identification as the four main pillars of setting up, how to say, good digital transformation. And we want to be support to not only to telco market, but to whole society and businesses into the digitization and digital transformation. And of course, Macedonski Telecom is seen by everyone as a major national core for engineers, especially in the information society in the country. We know how it is everywhere in the world. We know that even the banking industry, which is also powerful, cannot or having challenges to keep good engineers and IT people. Nevertheless, we are certified with all certificates from ISO, but also for with others, how to say, technology driven. Maybe I shall go to another slide. To another, how to say, vendor specific certifications like Cisco, Microsoft, partner contract, both LSP and CSP certified. SAP, another big German brand, Telecom and SAP are one of the biggest world brands. And I must say, when I'm talking with about brands, Telecom has grown in the last year more than 20 position on the global branding lists. And it, Telecom brand, how to say, accounts more than 50 billion worth, is brand worth more than 50 billion. It's 23rd in the world and made a huge leap besides other big telco brands in the world. So we have a lot of how to say, certification, a lot of partnership contracts with a lot of other technology vendors. So why to partner with Telecom when everybody asks themselves, nevertheless, if it is the local institution, business, and also in the region, because Telecom knows how to work also with other technology vendors. So when partner with everyone in another partnership with other telco, how to say, vendors and providers, having this partnership spiced up with Telecom, it is a guarantee for you that this will enhance your implementation, because when going in the partnership with some vendors from technology and having Telecom inside, Telecom will assure that this implementation will have additional and greater value. On the previous slide, I must stress here that now we're starting in the previous year to lead also in the setting ourselves as an IoT, Internet of Things and Smart City leader, not only in Macedonia, but in the market. We won also smaller smart city municipalities, smart city project, also in the capital, Skopje of North Macedonia, involving smart lighting, parking, air quality, citizen engagement, water metering, and dashboarding for mayors and for the community, etc., etc. And we have additional products of course, together with our partners in manufacturing, retail, agriculture, financial, communication, health and hospitality. So we have, how to say, set up for vertical approach for individual industries. Of course, maybe I don't need to talk about our connectivity. We have wide range of connectivities, voice data services. We have also a wide range with our ICT services. We are biggest partner of the biggest brands here in Macedonia and also in for the region. And not to lose too much time, we see ourselves into building this bridge between the major German companies and the local IT, how to say, ICT community in two models, maybe. So one of the model is that Telecom, because Telecom is a big corporation, a part of Deutsche Telekom, one of the largest corporation also in the world. And we know very well how cooperation work. So maybe it is not understandable for some local IT business, or nevertheless, but it is understandable for us how big corporations think. So they have big, for example, like Microsoft, they have big compliance departments. So everything needs to work well. So having someone on the same level and having someone present in the Macedonian market, like Macedonski Telecom is, and understanding this corporate world, and we have our own compliance department people working very well. So this is how to say, huge efforts. We know how when we worked with Microsoft, Cisco, SAPs. So some German companies that doesn't have representative office or presence on the Macedonian market, is very difficult to set up, even if it needs, or even if it likes some IT services from Macedonia, from a local company. So being this, building this bridge as a local presence, as being undertaking this liability for every standards of the corporation, and having this liability and guarantee against all risks to the German company on the corporate level, and also being present in Macedonia and having assured, yes, working, as I said, a lot of during these years with technology vendors and partners, we will assure that, how to say, these certain standards of providing the services will be on the levels that, and we will work together with these companies, and we already work together with a lot of these companies in Macedonian market. So we have, we know them very well, and we know how to work with them. So maybe this partnership, having in consortium as a liable partner Macedonski Telecom, and inside as a subcontractor some ICT company, will work maybe best. But also in another model, it is we can also set up that Macedonian IT company may be better well-established ones to the corporate way of working and the corporate standards, especially in the Germany. Maybe they can be liable directly to the German companies and Macedonski but also because this is IT world, ICT world, they need connectivity, they need hosting and data centers, they need security. In the internet works like that. You get security from where you get all the links, even international. And when you get all the support from Deutsche Telekom links, and you get all the support of security from DT Group. Also, it's not necessarily that this is only in Macedonia, but here we have 2 data centers in Skopje and redundant in Strumica. But also we have intention to build a new greenfield one at the levels of Google's and the world. And we have the ideal balance of setting up a hybrid way of ideal balance between public and private clouds. So whatever some IT company directly can support German or interesting to deal with German company, they can include Macedonski Telecom connectivity, data centers, security, and other services within. And also, this will also guarantee certain levels of standards the German industry needs. So in general, not to waste any more time, maybe these models were the emphasis of what we thought it would be interesting for both parties to see. And we are keen and available of being a bridge between the corporate world of Germany and local IT know the flavors say growth. Thank you for your attention. You can always, feel free. We will share the presentation. We are free and open for communication. I'm available as a Chief Commercial Officer for B2B. So every institution, business, we are in contact. So feel free to communicate anytime. Thank you.
Thank you, Goce Miteski. Goce, thanks a lot. So I understood that Telecom could be either an outsourcing opportunity as well, or you provide the facilities for those local companies who are outsourcing partners providing services to German companies. And so you provide the data center, yes, security, connectivity, so that these are the keywords which are essential, the basic, the must for being able to provide the services. That's good to know. So we learned that Macedonia has the companies and has also the framework to provide the services. So yes, this is now the general message, and I guess the first block part of the conference has now come to an end, and we are transferring now the part or the session into the session 2, where our companies do represent themselves, do introduce themselves. And again, let me also complement the message. The IT companies also do provide, of course, maybe opportunities for IT companies in Germany for cooperation as well. So it's I don't want to start now competition, but there are opportunities to complement, to cooperate. But of course, outsourcing and the way we meant it is supposed to be for those German companies who would like to have service providing companies outside. And here we are, and I would like to start the second block, and I would like to hand over now to Mr. Dejan Ivanovsky. He's the Chief Growth Officer of Intertech. So I would like to hand over, please. Dejan.
Thank you. I will share my screen with the presentation now. I hope everything will be good. Okay, is everything okay? Do you see my presentation? Good, thank you very much. I'll have my timer because I know that we have 5 minutes for these short presentations. As you mentioned, so let me first briefly introduce myself. My name is Dejan Ivanovsky, or Dejan Ivanovsky, much easier to pronounce. At the moment, having the role of Chief Growth Officer at Intertech. Intertech is a visionary, high reliable technology company. At the moment, having around 130 professionals in 2 different delivery centers. So at the moment we have 2 offices. One of our offices is in Munich, Germany, and the second one is in Skopje, Macedonia. We are working with partners and clients from all over the world. However, our biggest focus on market is actually DACH region, with of course special focus in Germany, and that is one of the reasons why we have one of our offices currently in Germany. As we are speaking now, we are also in the process of expanding our operations, and in the upcoming period we are going to have 2 additional delivery centers, out of which one will be in Macedonia and the second one will be outside of Macedonia. Up until now, we have been partnering with mostly enterprises, scale-ups and startups, as also digital agencies and VCs from mostly Central and Western Europe. As a company, we have focused in several industries like fintechs and health tech, which is one of our focus in the last 12 months. And when we managed already to successfully have certified medical products, actually software as a medical product in Germany, which is one of the latest regulations and trends on the German market. As a company, we are providing our services in 3 different directions, let's say. The first direction is custom solution development, where we are striving to deliver full end-to-end solutions to our partners and to our clients. In this kind of delivery model, we are very closely working with our partners and clients, and we are not only delivering software development services, but we are also involved in the idea planning and the product planning overall with our partners, which we consider is a very, very close relationship with our partners when we are cooperating. The second business model, the second line of services that we are offering is the very popular, I would say, nearshoring or team extension model of cooperation, where seamlessly we are integrating our teams of developers and product owners with our clients' teams of development, but also vice versa. In many cases, we are starting and we are kicking off the development teams by ourselves and later on integrated our clients and partners teams inside. The last service that we can actually offer, or we are mostly offering for our clients, is the managed services part, where we manage to provide a very reliable and cost-effective service for technology support services for our clients. In order to have our services completed on a very, very high quality level and reliability, we as a company have achieved several ISO certifications, mostly in the field and area of quality and business continuity and data security. And as I mentioned before, as part of our strategy to move into the health tech world a little bit more, we are very soon planning to also have ISO certification for medical products, which is also one nice challenge for us as a company. From technology perspective, we are a very cloud-oriented company. So most of our products and services are based on cloud services and many different cloud providers. However, we are also skillful in many other technologies like Java, JavaScript, Pythons, and Microsoft.NET. What is maybe one differentiator factor than many other companies that we are not that easily jumping into new technologies before we have pure experts and competence developed in-house our company. As some of the popular companies which are already trusting us for quite some period of time and partnering with us, we can actually emphasize Rocket Internet Group, GSG or Global Savings Groups, probably know from some of the audiences from Germany, Salamander, Rahau, Kaha, who is a very popular sport tech startup. Now they rebranded them to Zezam. And of course, many other companies for which we not always can actually show the logos and present them at a wider audience. With this, I would like to thank you all for your attention. I'm wishing us all a very nice and successful event, and thank you for the invitation again.
Thank you, Mr. Ivanovsky. Dejan, so this is a good example of a company which is already in Germany. And let's see what the other companies have to tell about them. So I have now Web Factory, Mr. Tudor Panev. I would like to ask you to give us a presentation about Web Factory, please.
Thank you. Let me just share my screen. Is that good?
Yes. We can see it.
Thank you, Martin, for the introduction. Hi, everyone. My name is Todor. I'm one of the co-founders and managing partners at Web Factory. At the moment, I'm trying to establish a local branch in Tokyo, Japan. That is my job now. First of all, I would like to thanks to Macet and AHK for organizing this great event. And I hope soon we can see each other in person. Let me walk you through our company profile, services, and some success stories in the end. So Web Factory is a software development company based in Skopje, Macedonia. Our offices are located 5 minutes from the city center with a capacity of more than 200 people. At the moment, we are launching a second office, as I said, in Japan. What we offer is a software development services for corporations, small, medium enterprises, and in some cases, startups. The company was established back in 2009 with a goal to change the way in how an IT company operates and works in Macedonia. The company has a flat hierarchy consistent of a management team, core team, sector leads, and division leads. Even though we are a software service providers, we are also investing in our own spin-off companies. So at the moment, we are investing into a spin-off company named Syndax, which is in the gaming industry, and PASS for know your customer optimization processes. In the past and at the moment, we have invested in our clients. So the latest investment that we did is Akoni. It's a fintech company from the UK. So they are strategic partner and investor as well. Who we are as a team, I can say we are a group of great people who solve great tech challenges. At the moment, we are 80 members with average seniority level of 4 years and overall retention rate of 80%. We have a young, enthusiastic team with a focus on quality over quantity. The people on the team that we have been attendees and winners of medals on International Olympics of Informatics, 2 ex-Microsoft, ex-Apple employees. Why they want to work with us, why everybody is still in Web Factory is the company culture. So everybody have found a place where they belong and a chance for a personal and professional growth. Once I show you the team, let me present to you what this team can do. So from our tech skill set, what we do is customized end-to-end complex solutions, digital transformations, process optimizations, enterprise solutions. From a full stack application, which includes APIs, backend, front-end, panels, etc., to IT consultancies and wearables. We are keeping strict to several technologies. We don't expand our palette to everything until we become experts in that. So recently we started to explore in new technologies, and for example, as a mobile technology, the newest one is Flutter. So there we are putting recent access. We are trying to recent accent. We are trying to keep up and implement the newest technologies that are on the market. As a division in the company, there's a small team of AI ML, which recently got a silver medal on a Kaggle competition for fintech algorithms, and an investment from the Fund of Innovation from the Macedonian government. From other services, we are, I can say, we offer also MVPs and product development, UI UX design, and to wrap everything else as a final product, it's crucial to have the quality assurance in the end and the DevOps. When we put all of this on a higher level, I can get our actual services, and that will be fintech solutions, scheduling, booking platform solutions, hospital management softwares, enterprise software solutions, entertainment, matching platforms, wearable software, e-commerce development, mobile application, cross-platform and native. How we do this is at Web Factory, we can help you with your journey from the idea to the launch of the project to the product. So when you go, we can support when you need to make those tough technical decisions at the beginning. With the knowledge that we gained in some domains, we can help you out to tell you which stuff works, which stuff doesn't work. We can advise you in that direction. So from a software development with the UX, the journey continues to full QA analytics and building and improving the software itself. What we are trying to do is to care of each project as is our own. As I mentioned at the beginning, we are like investing all the efforts and investing in the business itself. And at last, just a quick review on our markets and customer success stories. Our markets are Japan, UK, USA, Canada, and the EU. You can see that we have covered multiple time zones here. Some of our latest success stories with our customers are we just developed and published a matching application for recruitment in Japan, which included development of 3 front-end panels, API, and administration panel. The company name is Synca. A cash management system, which includes custom algorithms for cash management system for the UK, Akoni, which includes custom algorithms for companies' spending forecast and investment possibilities. And a healthcare solution for Japan, which includes online booking, hospital management system, mobile application, like a full package for one hospital to manage and to contact to expand the market, to expand to new potential clients. Some of the names that we have been working with, you can see on this slide. If you would like to follow us, you can find us on many social networks. We are everywhere. Or if you want to talk with us, you can scan this code and reach to our contact page or just visit our website. Thank you all for our attention. And if you're interested to talk with me or any of my colleagues, I would be available at the end of this event. Thanks again. Back to you, Martin.
Thank you, Tudor. That is interesting and for great presentation of your company. And of course, for all participants, I would like to say that Mrs. Marina Stankov, my colleague, she would arrange the B2B meeting. So this is the introduction of the companies, and the B2B meetings will follow after either today or the upcoming days, so depending on availability. Tudor, thanks a lot. It's great to see that you are managing or that you're recruiting all these high potential and that you're building up a very professional company. And let's see what kind of opportunities you will have in Germany in terms of providing services to German companies. And let me now hand over to Mr. Valentin Giorski from Grab IT, and I would like to ask him for the presentation of his company. Thank you.
Yeah,
yes.
Hello everyone. I have just a quick setup here to share my screen.
At the moment, we do see you, so we don't see the screen yet.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Let me see if I will have. Do you see now my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. That's just great. So yeah, hello everyone. I'm sorry for this. My name is Valentin, and in the next 5 minutes, I will tell you a short story about Grabit. At Grabit, everything is about professional service delivery. Well, that's the story. But that is rather short story for 5 minutes. So let me walk you through a few more slides so you can get to know us better. So let's start with where. Today, where is, especially in the COVID and post-COVID time, seems to be very relevant. But anyway, our lovely offices, represented by this picture here, are in Prilep, where we have started and our headquarters are, and then Skopje, where we have the biggest office, and then Ljubljana, which is the home of our data science team. At each location, we have to offer great atmosphere, so you are very welcome to visit us. Next, I will move to what we do. We do tons of things, but if I need to summarize, we do two things actually. We solve software development challenges, even the hardest one, and we do over-deliver on this. In software development, we are most focused on the backend, frontend, mobile, DevOps, and infrastructure. And the next thing we do data science. In data science, we analyze your data, build models using machine learning and AI methods and techniques, and we can consult on how to set data-driven processes and decision makings within your company, or even set a full data-driven company. And how we work, we can deliver high-quality professional services, whether it is custom-built software for your business or it is data science solution. But also, we can be embedded in your existing team with minimal onboarding effort and then work together from there on. Our references, or better to say partners, in software development, we work with startups, SMEs, but also large multinational enterprises in European countries mostly, including Germany, Denmark, and Slovenia. And within data science, we work with telecoms in Slovenia, Croatia, Serbia, even in Dubai, banks in Macedonia, Slovenia, and Netherlands, and some retails or fast-moving consumer goods in Slovenia. So what we have seen so far about the company, about the offices, technologies, our references, all these are very important, but the people are actually those who are making the business. So who we are? We are 30 plus engineers. We have several of us holding PhDs in computer science, and most of them with a focus on machine learning and data science area, including myself. We don't need any micromanagement. We understand the big picture, and we understand business needs and requirements. We listen carefully for your challenges, and then we connect with your internal team and solve those challenges. We built a culture of partnership and long-lasting collaboration. At the end, if you see us as a potential partner, please contact me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Valentin Jurjowski. You're already having your offices in different countries. That's also of interest to see that the companies which have presented themselves so far have really already an international approach, and I think this is very good. And now we would like to hand over to Mrs. Boyanka Nikolova. She's the manager at Art House. So, Mrs. Nikolova, would you like to start?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Can you? Yeah, but I cannot share my screen because Valentin, could you please close?
Okay. So now we can see you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for this opportunity to present our companies and, of course, to have a possibility to cooperate with German companies. Let me share my presentation. Oops. So who we are actually, we have established in Skopje in 2002, and we have represented this in Belgium and Australia, which means that our main markets are Europe and Australia. Of course, we are working with other companies from US, but mainly we are working with Australia, New Zealand, and Europe. Who are our clients? We are working with small, medium-sized businesses. As you can see, we are many years in the market, and we have built many different projects in different industries. We are Microsoft certificate partners and developers. What our main services? We are LAMP technical stack and SMS platform, as PHP, then Laravel, Symfony, and of course WordPress, Drupal, or Joomla. We also work with Microsoft set of technologies, and you can see we have one product with me, who actually is a marketplace for connection between companies and a local sector of software. So if you have some job ads, you can post here for free, and you can present your information to the wide audience of programmers on our local market. So I would like to present several of our clients and our partners that we are working. And here we work with different sectors, as you can see, medical, HoReCa sector, turf care. So all of these are quite different, but at the same time, all of these companies need help for software development, software advising, and of course, support for their development. All of these they found in our company, and we are working with different companies for many years. So they choose us as a reliable client and a reliable partner in their development project. That was one part of our work. The other part is our research center, and we have already been a partner in 5 others consortium for FP7. At the moment, we are a partner in a consortium for European project in Horizon 2020. Here we are working in development as a software partner with 5 other partners in development of erasers that will help us all, because sitting will kill us one day. So this is a solution how to get more exercise and get fit and be healthy. This is 4 years project, and we are still working. This is all from my side. If you have some questions or you need more details, please contact me on Zoom, or we can contact on LinkedIn and start it from there. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Bojanka. Thank you for giving us the presentation of Arthouse. I have to add also that we are, of course, this is an IT event, but without COVID-19, you're also dealing with old school business association or German chamber representatives. So I would have not known how to do a Zoom and or maybe a Microsoft Teams meeting. And if we would have tried 2 years ago bringing IT companies to Germany, maybe we would have had a lack of response physically. Now we are 40 people from both countries here, and I think this is already a success. And only, let's say, COVID-19 provides us this opportunity, because we as an organizer would have maybe failed, or the idea would have maybe existed, but we would have not known how to implement this. So thanks a lot, Bojanka, but now let me hand over to Mrs. Elena Tsekowska from Ultra and UNET, another company. Ultra and UNET, please, Elena.
Hi everyone, I'm here with my colleague Sonia, and hi. We're going to present you our Ultra and UNET group. Can you see the presentation? Yes. Okay, great. So Ultra and UNET group is leading the Macedonian industry for more than 30 years. Our company was founded in 1988 as a partner tailored to the needs of end users. Nowadays, our vision is to retain market leadership in the area of innovative, cutting edge, and high-end complex information systems in the country, and also to conquer new markets in the region and wider. We continue our road towards innovation, and we are one of the leading companies in the ICT field with more than 50 employees and hundreds of clients. We have implemented integrated management system for quality control management, information security, service management, and also environmental management system. Our portfolio of products and services include system integration, design, development and implementation of complex information system, as well as provision of services from all levels of the IT project's life cycle. Our main partners include IBM, Oracle, Lenovo, and many others, as you can see. Regarding our core business solution for application development, we have government institutions. So there we work on management of public revenues and expenditures, as well as document management, humans for passports, ID cards, driving licenses, also financial institutions in the insurance sector, companies from the public and private sector, enterprise resource management. So we have a campus information system there, and also health.
Just one, sorry, I have to interrupt you. The sound is very bad.
Created specialized hospital information. Can the sound? Can you hear us better now?
Yes.
Okay, so here our main clients include you can hear us.
Just try to continue. Maybe I would like to ask the other ones to switch off the cams again, so that this is that we try to reduce a little bit the overload on the network.
Yeah, it's overloaded the link. So as I said, our clients from Germany are Veridos, Markard, and and we also have the Public Revenue Office of North Macedonia, Interior Affairs, and also Education and Sciences, and we also cover insurance companies and banks. UNET is the first Macedonian internet provider established in 1995, which is the date of solution development, and is also the official register for the .mk domain.
We have again some technical issues. Can you hear us?
UNET is the first internet. Yeah. It's okay.
I don't know whether it's with the other companies we had less interference.
Yes.
Can you try to continue, please? Yeah.
Okay. So as I said, we are also the first Macedonian internet directory, as well as the first Macedonian webpage. And we have made a solution in the distant education in Macedonia, the first e-banking solution, e-commerce web portal, as well as cloud computing hosting provider, and the official register of the national domain.mk.
Are you still there? We cannot.
We have 26 years of. Yes.
Okay, good.
At all? Okay. 26 years of customers for our 26 years of existence. Here
Elena, the network is very bad. My recommendation is maybe to put it in brief again.
You can see, and we.
Elena, we cannot hear you at the moment.
Can you hear us now better, maybe?
No, not so well. Just try to continue and yeah.
Not so well, I don't. Well, we have the British Embassy as one of our customers with their employers. Also, some of our UNET customers include public institutions from the different ministries of Interior Affairs, Economy, Agriculture, Justice, as well as we create a lot of media portals such as the Macedonian Information Agency and many others Macedonian media. And we are also the most famous domains registered via UNET are the google.mk, youtube.mk, Gmail, as well as Yahoo. And we have many domains for Deutsche Telekom and Ireland Telecom Austria as well. So thank you for listening to our presentation, even with a bit the loss of connection. But we're really willing to discuss more on this topic with you.
Thank you, Elena, for the presentation of your company, Ultra and UNET. And so, of course, there will be further opportunities for B2B meetings, which will be then, of course, arranged by Mrs. Dankov. So who would like to, or you have to express then your wishes for B2B meetings. And I just got the message also from Mrs. Dankov that I have to say, if I understood her right, that within the IT business, the gender balance is also quite impressive here in Macedonia. So we have a lot of IT engineers, female IT engineers. Yeah, so that is good to know. So it's balanced. But now we are handing over to the company of Pixel, to Mr. Vladimir Ristevsky. So here we have coming to talking about gender. We had a female presentation now, Vladimir. Now back to the male gender. Please.
Yes,
let us know about Pixel.
Yes, let me just share my screen really fast. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Thank you, Martins. So I'll just give you a brief overview of what Pixel as a company does. We're generally an innovative software solution and digital transformation agency. One of the key things to note about Pixel is that we are founded in 2011. We currently have headquarters in Skopje in the UK with 40, and nowadays, even because of the fast growth due to the COVID pandemic, we're about 50 plus employees. We have around 150 customers worldwide, and we have completed more than 1,000 projects successfully. Now, this is a short view of our leadership team. We're 3 partners here in Macedonia, and I'm the creative director running big campaigns and large projects for our company. We also have Richard, who is our UK branch manager, and Blagoja, who's our CTO, as well as Dimitar as the business development director, and Philip, who's the CEO of the company. Just very briefly, we have a creative team who is about 30 people, and we have a development team that's around 25 people. So basically the concept of the company is to become a digital transformation consultancy company that is able to implement the analysis that we do of the needs of our clients and potential clients. So the way we started, we used to be a one-stop shop. The idea behind Pixel is to take any need of any clients to go through the product development process, the implementation of the software and their web presence, and of course to follow up with that with marketing, especially in the area of digital. And as you can see, within our team, we have a lot of account managers, advertising specialists, web and graphic designers, copywriters, and digital marketing and SEO specialists. On the development side, we have a lot of project managers, web and software engineers, iOS and Android developers, embedded and IoT engineers that we have a big understanding of because we have big teams that come in handy whenever we have big projects, and of course QA specialists. Now, in terms of our services, we have 5 verticals, so to speak. The first vertical is digital transformation, where we go from consultancy to digital marketing and try to cover everything that the client needs. Software development is a self-explanatory one. Embedded software and IoT is somewhat the future of everything that's going on in the trends today. So we're trying to keep up to date, and we're trying to offer these services to our clients as well. Because one of our technical directors is has a very big portfolio and a long-standing experience in software development. We also offer services of a VP of engineering, where our CTO goes into a company, sets up the structure of the way things are supposed to work. And this is, let's say, a level above consultancy, where we actually can help even startups and even scale-ups to get a proper structure as to what they need in-house and what they need outsourcing from our team. And quality assurance is the last branch of the services that we need. We can offer this within our services, or offer it as a separate service if there's some sort of need on the client end. Now, in terms of digital transformation, one of the things that we do is we establish the digital media presence of every company that's our client. We do a lot of performance marketing, lead generation, SEO on-site and off-site, and digital media and marketing strategy. But I would like to point out that apart from the digital marketing things, we also do a lot of traditional marketing. We also have great designers and copywriters where we focus on branding. So especially if this is a new company, a startup, we can literally take the company and start the company with presenting their logo and branding strategy, all the way to the marketing strategy, product build, product development, and then going out to market and finding potential clients. In terms of software, we use a variety of software architects on different projects. Of course, one of the main things is to have seniority in this level. So we tend to cooperate with people that have over 15 years of experience in the industry on different platforms. In terms of embedded and IoT, we do try to get a good mix of the people that are doing the software architecture, and also people who have an advanced, let's say, understanding even of how hardware works. So this is very important for us. Sometimes for certain clients, we also, apart from building the software, also develop the hardware with some local vendors and other companies that we partner with. The VP of engineering, I already explained in my previous comments. And in terms of quality assurance, we tend to do business domain, which is, let's say, some of the expertise that we have is in insurance, telecom, health, and e-commerce. And in terms of testing, the standard testing in terms of quality assurance, smoke test, regression test, automation, functional testing, and non-functional testing. I can go on and on about the level of services that we offer additionally, apart from everything else that I mentioned. But basically, everything that's related to web development, software development, using all the latest technologies. Of course, in the field of digital marketing, we don't limit ourselves just to the current, let's say, tools that are being used. We also have a great focus on video production, photography, embedded software for different devices, medical care, air pollution, media buying of all sorts. We've helped many companies in Macedonia and outside of Macedonia also develop their presence on, let's say, advertising platforms that are not so known to other people. It's all about getting the right kind of information to that niche market. And in terms of clients, these are some of the clients that we collaborated on an international level, including Implayer, Philip Morris, Roche, Samsonite, etc. So our expertise is a lot in the fintech area, in healthcare, and of course, fast-moving consumer goods. And one of the things that we pride ourselves as of late is that we're starting to help big-scale startups in many different countries, including Sweden and Germany. And our main focus here is branding, building the applications that they need to scale up. And of course, performance marketing is one of most important thing. So because we had a 5-minute time slot, I would not go into further details. I would be happy to get any type of questions, anything that you find interesting, because as a, how should I say, a hybrid company, we are very eager to be able to help our potential customers, and not just in software and ICT, but also in marketing, business development, and other consultancy. So I would like to thank you for your time, and I would give the floor back to Martins.
Thank you, Vladimir. So this was another nice presentation, and of course I would like to invite everyone to try to schedule meetings with you. Yeah, again, so that we need to know, of course, later on also the feedback of the scheduled meetings. Yeah, thanks a lot, Mr. Listevsky. Now I would like to hand over to Jerry Naimov. Yes, and he's chairman of the board of directors of Task Force. So please, Mr. Naimov, could you give us an idea about what your company is doing?
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to talk. And first of all, what we don't do is IT outsourcing. So we're a little unusual. Think of us as a company that does all the human or professional administrative outsourcing. We started in late 2015, but really we started full-time in 2017. We started with 1 employee. Today we have I think we have 700 employees. We've got to be one of the faster growing companies, I think, in Southeast Europe. We're headquartered in the United States and Macedonia. And we are focused clientele would be accounting, insurance, logistics, and customer care support. I also apologize as one of the older guys with wearing a suit and tie, not having a very good background in technology, but we save the company a lot on the human part. Anyone that says we're all going to be computerized is wrong. There's always going to be a human element. We take that human element and we bring it here to support the IT part. I would say that you all know what the challenges are in business, plus with the latest corona epidemic. The challenges are for German companies and many other countries are almost the same. And we have solutions for that. In outsourcing with us, we have extremely low turnover compared to our competitors, especially Asian. I'll share that with you in a little bit. And turnover is an extremely costly item for companies. We also a little bit different. Our employees are part of your team. They don't work in a pool with multiple customers. So they're really that company's employee. Instead of outsourcing at home like they had to do with this pandemic, it's here with us. And we're showing a real significant savings and excellent quality. Actually better quality than what the Americans can find in their own company. And I know that because I spent 30 years working in America. I also, in my previous life in the government, don't hold it against me, but I brought and worked with a lot of German companies that came here to Macedonia. One thing that makes us unique is that we're a unique mix of executives and partners that have experience here in Europe as well as in America. Would also like to talk about, I want to go to the global turnover rates. Some of these things we've already talked about, but a lot of people that do or are competitors in what we do have been working with different Asian countries, and being a European BPO or outsourcing company is quite unique. And when you look at these turnover rates, I mean, we're roughly on our general services around 7% turnover and 11% on the call center. We're not that big in the call center part, mostly inbound, but we're just killing the states. We're killing the countries, India, Philippines, China, who have been our competitors. It's been an extremely low turnover, and people fail to realize how costly when they're just looking at the cost of rates turnover actually is. We have a lot of top name companies in the, such as Amazon, Chase Bank, others, but we also work with entrepreneurial companies that look to grow fast and see us as a solution for that. So really think of us as anything that needs to be done administratively, anything that's tedious, repetitive. We can take that off your shoulders and do that for you and do it quite competitively. Again, I think another thing, and I can't stress this enough, is that each customer is assigned. Usually we just start with 1 or 2 employees to train, and you're assigned to just that customer. It's not a pool of employees working with a pool of clients that nobody knows. So you have, our customers have a personal relationship with the people that work on their account. We have been very strong in outsourcing accounting, task, insurance, logistics, and any type of customized service that you can think of. It's how we started. I didn't mention healthcare. We have a big healthcare team, but that's because in the United States, the market's privatized, and in Germany, it's mostly the opposite. And then once again, we can skip to the end here. We started, you'll see a picture of our team. We have a lot of bright, young, and hungry workers, and we started almost every client with just 1 person, and in really 4 full years, we have 700 employees. This is because our people are great, and the customer gives us a chance with 1 or 2 and says, bring me more like that person, bring me more, and they can't stop. So really, that's my story. Actually, that's a picture of me bringing a German investor to Veles. We have a lot of companies here from Germany, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Jerry, thank you for your presentation, but I have to confess, it's not 100% clear for me what you are actually doing. I would also say this, well, in IT, I'm not an expert at all, so I even wouldn't ask because I wouldn't understand. So you provide call centers with HR. What is it actually what you do? Can you put this into one sentence? Yes. for someone like me to get a clue about what you're doing?
Okay, for accounting customers, we're doing accounts payable administration, accounts receivable, VAT administration. For insurance, we're doing policy checking, quality control, issuing certificates. For logistics, we handle the second largest water bottling company in the world. When the trucks go to the 40 factories in North America, Australia, London, they're not calling the inside that factory, they're calling us saying, where do we go with our load? So those are just a few of the things that we do.
So general outsourcing opportunities are in your hands.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Okay, Jerry.
If I turn away IT business, I'm going to bring it to you guys for that.
No, it's fine. I mean, this is all about outsourcing opportunities, and that is of course, this is about IT, this event, but it includes outsourcing opportunities made in North Macedonia, and of course you're highly welcome. I was just wondering actually what the kind of business is, but now I got you. Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot, Jerry. So let me now hand over to the next company representatives, and that is Dimitar Janevsky from Digital Office by Inbox. Mr. Janevsky, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you. Thanks, Martin. Do you see my screen?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So as you introduced, my name is Dimitar Janevsky. I'm the managing director and the business guy of Digital Office by Inbox, which is a spin-off company as a SaaS platform originated from Inbox as a mother company. Not like the other companies, I will share you now more details about our platform. We are not an IT company, but we are a solution provider. And through a short story of digital working discipline, I will bring you closer Digital Office. Okay, so one quick question. Do you have defined digital working discipline? Is my question. And I'm not expecting any feedback, but just keep it in mind this term, as it will be later on discussed. So basically, Ben, our hero story, our person here in the story is Ben, a general manager, who pointed out that 90% of the companies have strategy and plan, but still many of them fail. And then the question is why? So he's a smart guy. He has been learning, and he sees that they all have the knowledge, but they fail in the execution phase due to lack of discipline and dedication. I believe most of you, as quite experienced business owners, you know this thing. And then how things go when you are globally working remotely. And then it was Ben's aha moment that he combines the digital working plus the discipline. When you are remotely working globally, you don't see people in the office, how things go. And then when closely seeing the things, he saw that in the company areas, they use different solutions for their specific purpose, like Google Drive, SAP, like Code, Teams, Jira, etc., etc. But the administrative processes are lacking there, and they are usually the company's backbone, and you have to also be digitally inside in order to respond fast. So he needed a solution, but he had some preferences on how to achieve it. He wanted no code, no investment, to be cloud, to be certified, to be secured. Bottom line, he was looking for a partner then he can rely on the system functionality without learning it, so he could continue working his core business. And then Ben met us to get the job done. And this is how he met Digital Office, which is the SaaS platform. It's a modern cloud platform hosted on the Deutsche Telekom cloud, Macedonski Telecom, our partner in this infrastructure, which is a trusted and compliant service, as our minister, Mr. Yeton from the Ministry of Information Security and Administration. We are the only, so far, only trusted, quality trusted service provider in the documents and the long-term preservation. And our platform is a subscription-based, and it's quite modern because it's an open API. So you can connect the other systems. So basically, what this platform do is it helps you digitize process flows and speed up your execution in the business process automation, documents, and electronic archiving. So basically, it gives you organization and it puts everything into workflows. So what we did, we helped bringing the administrative working procedures into the digital automated workflows, something like the digital archiving, when you have incoming mails and all the documents which need to be routed inside the company. You have document approvals. Let's say you have subsidiary in Skopje, but you're from Germany and you want everything to be approved by you or digitally signed. So you get the task on your mobile phone, you click, okay, I'm fine with this. And then the office or the branch can continue working. And you have everything organized in a platform. You can, we did the management board agenda and decisions where some decisions need to be done, but you're not physically there, you're digitally. Collecting digital employee consents, contract reminders, employee leaving requests, etc. So basically we create the experience when working inside the office, but now digitally. So Ben's story, he improved control, he updated digital rules, and he got digitally organized. So he's happy now and working. So this is the story of Ben. A short demo of how this platform looks like. Let's say this is a clip that I recorded from my mobile phone. Like your team is giving you a document, some approval process, etc. And you get a task on your mobile phone. This is the task list. You see like, okay, this is from Nicola. You see the offers. He needs approval of offers, like offer 1, offer 2. He sees the document. You can see the document inside your mobile phone. You can choose, okay, you are for option 1, let's say. Then you select it. And now you have an option to cloud signing. Here it's interesting that we made that seamless integration with the Macedonski Telecom cloud signing, where you can just click, no need tokens, nothing there, just one click and the document is signed. You can see now that the document has a digital signature on it, so it's valid and you can then send it wherever you need. This is how you can communicate with your employees. You can put rules and orders inside the company, and they will be 100% executed. Just click approve, and this job is done. How it looks like on the web, you see a task, you see processes that you can start. Basically, in the back, those are processes that we have defined for the companies. The companies are giving us the flow charts. We are saying this process goes from step 1, step 2, step 3, and then we implement it in the platform. You can do everything on the mobile app as said. You can remotely work, search documents, start new tasks, and get the job done. How to start? As I said, companies are drawing their needs on the paper. We implement it, and we are talking about like during the diagram on Monday. We give you a prototyping for testing on Friday. Basically, some of our happy clients, we work with banks, we work with Telecom, with healthcare companies, with insurance, etc. And this is it, a short story of what we are offering. Thanks for the slot for presentation. You're on mute, and I'm not hearing you.
Thank you, Dimitar. So we hear that you have happy clients, so that's already very good. And
we are compliant, and we are partnering. Yes, and we are partnering, and yes, we are a platform, a global platform that you can work from anywhere.
Perfect, Dimitar. So now, last but not least, we have the final one in our presentation. Now, Michael Jovanovski will join us. He's the co-founder and CEO of Biteworx. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for slot for presentation. Yes, I will give you a short introduction about Biteworx. Just a second. Yeah. This is the company highlights. Biteworx is mainly, in general, is a German company. What is founded in 1997 in Munich. What established a branch of office in Bielefeld in 2008, and in 2015 start as a partnership with Biteworx. We start Biteworx Macedonia. What's different company, but with partnership with Biteworx. After that, in 2019, Biteworx is acquired by B+S, what is Austrian company. Is related to more. I will give you more introduction about that. That's more about banking, core banking system. And 2021, this year, we established partnership with DSV Group. DSV Group is a specialized solution for provider for the Sparkassen Finance Group in Germany. As I mentioned, we start in 2015 with Biteworx here in Macedonia. We start with 3 people. Now we are counting 28 people here in Macedonia. Mostly the development is based here in Macedonia. What is really showing the success and the successful collaboration between German and Macedonian companies. Here is you can see some of the clients. What we are working for the most of the clients are also Macedonian team work on this project and clients. Biteworx is mostly focused on fintech solution for providing financial application for banks, financial servers, provide their portals and stocks exchanges. It's mostly product oriented. We are not a service oriented company, but product oriented. What is developed what we developed 4 core products from Biteworx. One of the products is Biteworx is a stock contest. What is a stock market simulation? Mostly used for from banks and financial institutions and insurance companies. For the purpose of use is mostly for educational and marketing. And the next product is Biteworx Portfolio. What is providing a portfolio simulation for banks and brokers, watch list, and etc. Next product is financial portal solution. What presenting news, analysis, market information. What we have as well for desktop and mobile. And last one is chart. That is based off the real data. We are providing charts to the clients. What is really easy to integrate without any technical knowledge. Yeah, we also providing consulting services. What is mostly related for these clients? What we can present in the presentation, but also we provide consulting services and for other companies. In short, yeah, this is the clients for B+S bank systems. What is mostly related for core banking as well. Here we start with collaboration since 2019. We have a small team here in Macedonia what working for B+S, and but it's growing. I will say from my experience during these 6 years, can say that we have good collaboration and successful collaboration with German companies and our German partners. As a highlight, I'll say with the partnership with DSV Group, it's like big partnership. What DSV Group was one of our main competitors when we start doing the stock contest in 2016, and now we are doing a partnership with that, or what we are serving for more than 300 banks, Sparkasse banks in Germany. That's like I will say like a really good successful story, because we start in 2015 to provide stock contest our product to provide to Sparkasse, and now we did a partnership with the biggest competitor. What we can to make a bigger success. Yes, as for any future contacts, you can contact my business partner in Germany, or you can contact me directly. Thank you very much.
Mr. Ivanovsky, Mihail, this is a very interesting and story, and a success story, I have to say. This is exactly at the beginning when we thought we want to match local IT service providers, companies with German clients. We were thinking about the finance industry and the finance sector. And I have to confess that it was very challenging to create an interest there. I guess it's also caused you, it's sensitive related business. Maybe it's also a huge business. That's why some companies might have been hesitant in open up or joining this. I don't know how they do operate. I'm non-expert in this kind of business, but to all of you, I can say, after we have now come to an end of the introduction of the 9 Macedonian companies, I am very grateful for you that you have joined us from the Macedonian side, because you didn't know what we could expect. Of course, we are just starting, because now the B2B meetings will come. And my colleague, Mrs. Marina Stankov, she is also responding to your questions. So if you might have some questions to be raised in the chat, please raise them and contact her for the B2B meetings. So are there any further statements by our participants, maybe some German companies who might give a best practice example, or giving a statement towards what they were expecting and then what they are looking for? Is there anyone who would like to raise his hands and his voice now before officially I would say thanks to all organizers and sponsors? Are there any statements, comments further? You have to get unmuted to raise your voice or lift your hand. I don't know, Microsoft Teams has a hand. Are there any further statements? Silence. So then, if there is no one who would like to give any statement, then of course I would like to thank first of all our sponsors, Pro Credit Bank and Macedonski Telecom, and thanks to the Macedonian IT suppliers. And of course I would like to thank you, Anja Quiring from the Ostausschuss, and I would like to say thank you to Marcet, Anita. Thanks a lot for this great cooperation, and let's hope that we are now finding some B2B opportunities, and it's a first step, but I would have said a big step for human mankind. No, it's not the landing on the moon, but so let's see. And we were a little bit scared at the beginning because we did not know how the output would be, and still we are not sure. But we will also send to the participants of this event later on also some questionnaire to see whether there are some business outputs in future, whether you could establish your network. So, but from my side, I would like to thank you, all of you, sponsors, our joint venture partner, Marcet again, Ostausschuss, our partner in Germany, Anja. It's always a pleasure working with you. And thanks God, we managed finally also with social media to recruit not just only the right quantity, but I guess we have also the right quality. But let's see how we will arrange the B2B meetings. Thanks to all of you. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you, Patrick.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.